and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through my plans for February. I have a knitting project that I want to start and 3 sewing projects that I'd like to get done. The knitting project is definitely going to take a little while, so I'm only starting that this month, but the sewing projects I'm really hoping that I can get done so that I can start wearing them to work. So let's jump straight in. So for the knitting project this month, I'm going to be starting my Ridgeline duster from Knititude. If you watched my Make 9, and I'll link it here somewhere for you to go back and watch if you haven't already, you'll know that I added it to my Make 9 for 2024. So I'm really excited to get started on this one. So the Ridgeline duster is a long line cardigan. It is pretty plain knitting, but it has a really beautiful feature on the sleeve that I really love. I know this is going to take me a little while, so it's kind of the reason why it's the first one I'm starting out of the 3 knitting projects that I had this year. I'm not really like a having multiple knitting projects on the go at the same time kind of gal. I very much like to just have my one project and then I kind of just keep working on that until it's done. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that this year. So the Ridgeline duster, like I said, it's a fairly plain knit. It's pretty long, but it is made in a really interesting way. I just have my iPad here so I can have a look at the pattern. So it's a top-down knit, but you knit the collar at the same time. So usually when you're knitting like a cardigan or something, you would knit kind of the main pieces and then you would pick up stitches along the neckline to knit the collar. But for this pattern, it's all knit in one big kind of section, which is something that I've never done before. I will pop up an example picture here. It's sort of like in a circle, the pattern is what it is, and then you eventually kind of bring them all together. It's a really interesting construction and knit, so I'm really excited to kind of get going and maybe learn a few new things. I love anything that doesn't require me to have to pick up stitches, and if I can just kind of knit everything at once, then I'm pretty happy about that too. I will see how this goes in terms of being how complicated it is, but we'll see. It does say difficult level is intermediate, so yeah, we'll see how we go. I think there's a fair few to cast on. Oh yeah, no, it has also this weird cast on thing where you kind of, cast on it. Yeah, it's a really interesting construction. I'll try and film kind of some bits and pieces of it as I'm going. And I'll be really interested to talk through this with you once I've actually finished it, which probably won't be for a little while, but hopefully I'll get it done sometime this year so that I can actually wear it in winter. So anyway, the wool that I'm using, or yarn, is actually just an acrylic from Spotlight. So yeah, I've always found the Spotlight stuff to be nice and pretty soft anyway. So yeah, I really don't mind knitting out of this, but this is the Spot Saver. It's a 10 play acrylic in the color silver. I really liked it's showing up a little bit differently on camera, but I really liked the gray that they had the sample in on the website. So I'm going to go for that because I also think I'll get a lot of wear out of it. And yeah, because this is a cardigan as well, it's not going to be up against my skin. So yeah, I am looking forward to casting this one on. Like I said, it's got a really interesting cast on method with double pointed needles and stuff. So I'll see how we go with that one. I just have one on my needles at the minute, which I will hopefully share with you soon once I finish that. I've got 5 knitting projects to show you. So that'll be another video, but yeah, hopefully I get that done soon so I can start casting this one on. Okay, so my next 2 projects are tops. So if you saw my Make 9, you know that I want to be making some more tops that are a bit nicer. So not just t-shirts. I really want some nice sleeved tops that I can wear to work. There's one pattern that I found recently on Instagram that I think is launching at some point that I'm going to have to purchase because it's exactly what I was looking for, which I will share once it goes live, or if I purchase it. But these are t-shirt. So this is the Adria top from Seamwork. It's a really nice kind of cropped V-neck t-shirt with really nice length sleeves. I do find that because I'm working from an office, I don't really like wearing sleeveless stuff. I feel like it's just much nicer wearing sleeved items. So yeah, it's a really really nice top. I'll pop a picture, or will have popped a picture here. I love that it's cropped because, like I said, I wear in my Make 9, I wear a lot of high-waisted skirts, high-waisted pants, so I think I will get a lot of wear out of this. So it's got 2 darts at the front and 2 darts at the back, and then sewn in sleeves, and then like a V neckline. So it's really nice. I'm really excited about this one. So I've got 2 fabrics for this. The first fabric is this beautiful mustard gingham that I actually purchased in a fabric de-stash group. It came with like quite a few fabrics in a similar colorway, all different ones, and there's a really beautiful one for a skirt I want to make in winter. But yeah, it's this really beautiful, I'll do like a little close-up for you, really beautiful. I don't really know what it is actually. It's a bit stiffer, which I don't mind for this pattern. But yeah, I just absolutely love the colors. It does crease, obviously, as you can see. I've washed this, but I haven't ironed it. So it does crease a bit, which is a bit annoying, but I think the style of top, it shouldn't really crease too much when you're wearing it anyway. So yeah, I really love that. I think it's going to go really nicely. I've got some really nice like white jeans that I wear a lot, and I have some nice white skirts as well that I think this will work really well with. So yeah, I am so in love with this fabric, and I'll do a little close up for you. The second fabric is this white kind of like pebble finish or stony, I don't even know what you call it. I've had this forever. I don't even know where I got it from. I can't remember if I purchased it from like a fabric group or whether I picked it up in something. I honestly have no idea where this came from, or whether I got it as like a remnant from Spotlight. That's probably the most logical explanation. I've had this for years though, but I thought, and I've never really known what to do with it, but I think this will make a perfect Adria. If I'm saying that wrong, someone please like correct me below. Yeah, I think this will make a perfect version of that, and then I'll be able to wear this with so much stuff, like all my pants, my skirts. Like this one will get a lot of use, so I'm really excited to make that as well. Like I said in my Make 9, I'm definitely someone who makes a pattern multiple times once I find one that I like, so I'm hoping that the Adria will become a bit of a staple kind of top pattern for me, because it's a really nice pattern and I feel like it's going to be quite a simple sew. So my last make for February is going to be a pleated skirt in this gorgeous maroon fabric. So I'm going to be using the Zinnia by Seamwork. I have had this pattern for a really long time. I can't remember if I've actually made one before. I think I bought it particularly for the button down gathered version, which would also look cute in this, but I really want to I love the pleated version of the Zinnia. So I'm going to do that. It will be like the flowier version. There is like a more kind of stiffer version, but I think it's version 3 that is the more, like it's pleated, but it's made for like flowier fabrics. So I'm really excited about that. This I got from my auntie's thrift shop. If you watched my sewing resolutions for 2024, which I'll link here, you will know that in my use my fabric or buy fabric, I am trying to use my fabric stash this year. But I was lucky enough to have access to some really beautiful fabrics that came in to my auntie's. I'm just calling it a thrift shop, but I'm not actually sure that's what it is. Kind of the same deal, but I think it was from a deceased estate. So there was some absolutely stunning fabrics, and yeah, they were really cheap. I think I spent $32 all up. Yeah, she picked out ones that she thought I would like and then bought them to me, which was really lovely because she's out the other side of town. And yeah, I pretty well took the majority of them. So yeah, I'm really excited to make that skirt, and this would look really cute with this Adria top. So yeah, I'm really hoping that this turns out. Yeah, but this is such a beautiful floral. It is a little bit see-through, so I'm gonna see, I might have to put like a little slip or something underneath it. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning, this fabric. I cannot wait to use it. I'm not actually sure what kind of fabric it is, sorry. But yeah, it's really beautiful and very flowy, and I think this will look really gorgeous for work, or like on the weekends if we're going out somewhere as well. So they are my plans for February. I will do like a roundup of my February makes at the end of the month, to see what I get through. I would love to know what your plans are for February. Are you making anything like specific for Valentine's Day, or is there anything you really want to make and get done this month? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe as well, so that you can get notifications for all my new videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.